Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of my quick and easy guide series. Today I will be doing something different, even though I promised a Operation Siren video, but that video will take a somewhat long time because it is focused on something different, something that requires more information to be given. So that video will be done later, maybe next week, maybe the week after, who knows. But that will be in a new series that I'll be making, which will be the in-depth guide series, in which I will go more in depth and give more information and gameplay examples of my guides, basically, and what I say. So that video will be in that series. So continuing the quick and easy guide series, today it will be a very basic one, which will assist you in the upcoming Operation Siren guide that I'll be posting as well. And simple, what PR ships you should be going for as a beginner. Because PR ships are free and very powerful ships that you can farm. And these are very important, and you should be focusing on them as soon as you can. And I will be today in this video, I will only be covering the PR ships or the SR variants, not the decisive rarity or, well, the UR variants. And for PR1 to PR6, I will be covering all of them and which ships that you should probably focus on. Starting with PR1. The PR1 focus, I'll be very strict with all the PRs, like only the ships that I feel like will be useful for you. I will only be listing them out. So for PR1, the only ship that, there are two ships that I'll be going for. One is Monarch. Monarch is really good. Even now, I feel like she's quite strong if you ignore the fact that your ships exist. As an SSR, or, well, an SR or a PR, priority research ship, she is quite strong still, and yeah, she's worth farming. And as you can know, in PR1, you can use coins to get your ships leveled up. So, Monarch, go ahead, you can get her, no problems. And the second ship I'm going to suggest is Rune. Rune is quite a good tank. She will also help you out quite a bit. So focus on Rune as well. And same, like I said, PR1, you can use coins to upgrade your developer level. So no problems there. Let's move on to PR2. PR2 is where things get a little bit more complex, I would say, because there are a total of 3 ships I feel that are quite good. Seattle is quite good. She's useful for exercises as well, in my opinion, even now. And Kitakaze is also pretty good, but she's more of a glass cannon, so you have to use her a bit wisely. And then Georgia. Georgia is quite nice, in my opinion. She can complement Monarch quite nicely, because Monarch has a slow, I believe, if my memory serves me right, because I have kind of forgotten. Yeah, speed of enemies decreases, and considering Georgia's barrage is kind of like a sniping skill, where the target, if the target is still, her barrage hits quite well, and if the target is slow, then the chances of hitting are higher. So I feel like Georgia is also pretty good, and you should focus on her. So Seattle, Georgia, and Kitakaze. I feel like all these 3 are really good. So yeah, PR2 still quite strong. Seattle especially, I feel very multi-purposed type of ship. And like I said, this is a quick and easy, so I'm not gonna go into details, but just have to take my word for it. These 3 ships are worth it, but from these 3, if you tell me which one to go first, I would honestly go for Seattle. Moving on to PR3. PR3, same case. I will go for 2 ships here. One is Cheshire. Cheshire is really good still, in my opinion. She is a heavy cruiser that has good AA stats, or, well, good anti-air stats. So she will be very useful in World 13, Hard Mode 13, and World 15. And these campaign missions do require you to have entire, so go ahead and get Cheshire. You will not be disappointed. Second one is Mines. Mines is simply a decent gunboat, and I actually still sometimes use her in my main mobbing fleet of Operation Siren, and she serves me well. I am kind of biased towards Mines because I like her design, and well, why wouldn't I, right? But if I were to prioritize, I will go Cheshire first and Mines second as a decent gunboat. And okay, next up, well, Champagne used to be good, but I feel like she's been way too held back. But Champagne is not bad. You can also go for her if you want to, if you like her design. PR4. PR4 is where things get quite easy, if I would say, because all three of these are just good. Like, you cannot skip, especially Anchorage. Prioritize Anchorage. She is very strong. She does not feel like an SR ship. She feels like a UR at times. Anchorage is definitely a priority here. AVP as well. Also pretty good, but I still feel like Arc Rail is better. Okay, don't hate me on that, but that's just my personal preference. And Marco Polo is also pretty decent, and she serves as a very good support ship in Operation Siren because of her barrage. So I feel like Marco Polo is also nice, but I would prioritize Anchorage over AVP and Marco Polo. Let's move on to PR5. PR5 is where things get a little boring because, in my honest opinion, Harbin is the only one that I would honestly focus on. The other two are not that good, in my opinion. Like, I did not find them too useful. So Harbin is the one that I'll focus on because she's actually pretty decent, especially in exercises. But honestly, you can skip these three. Shikalov is also pretty decent, but I mean, honestly, just use Marco Polo, or not Marco Polo. Just use Arcrail or what was her name again? Oh god, I already forgot. Oh yeah, AVP. Just use these two instead. But yeah, PR5 a bit boring on the priority research ships. So I would honestly not worry too much about these. But Harbin is pretty nice. Let's move on to PR6. PR6 is where things get even more uneventful, because honestly these ships I just did not find much use for them, and it sucks because they're still up till only developer level 30 and they have not gotten their fate sims, and their fate sims might actually improve them, who knows. But yeah, I didn't find much use for the PR6 PR ships, so I would honestly skip PR6. They're really not that useful in my opinion. Like, just don't bother. They're not worth it. Because right now Fate Sim isn't out. Once Fate Sim is out, maybe things will change. But yeah, they're kind of underwhelming. I never really saw anyone talking about them too much. Neither have I been very fond of using them either. So PR6 I would honestly skip. So okay, that's about it. I'm not gonna make this video too long, but these are, in my opinion, the PR ships that you should be focusing on, because these will help you out. And in the next episode, which will be next week, I will be going over what DR ships you should be focusing on, because contrary to popular belief, not all the DR ships are actually good. And there are some that you should be focusing on immediately, and some that you can probably not even bother going for, because, well, as you know, that the airships require quite a bit of farming to get them unlocked. So yeah, that's about it. And thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helped you out, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, guys.